Hello. Welcome to the Amy Breedlove Voice Talent Studio. I'm Amy Breedlove, your friendly Target store self-checkout voice, reminding you to not forget your receipt. I'm going to try to read this in my scary accent. We'll see how that goes. Oh, I am reading The Legend of Sleepy Hollow. Gather round, children. It was late one drowsy autumn afternoon when a strange figure came to the little village of Sleepy Hollow. His name was Ichabod Crane, the new schoolmaster. He was tall and lank, with a small, fat head and a pointed nose. Ichabod's arrival caused quite a stir in town. One person took an immediate dislike to Ichabod. That was Brom Bones. He could outride, outshoot, and out-trick anyone. The schoolroom was Ichabod's empire. He saw to it that he stayed on good terms with his pupils, especially if their mothers were good cooks. As time went by, he was warmly welcomed into Sleepy Hollow society, much to the dismay of Brom Bones. Then, one day, Ichabod met Katrina Van Tassel, daughter of the richest man in the county. There was no doubt that Katrina was the fairest in all the countryside. One look and Ichabod was in love. Brom Bones, too, competed for her love, and she playfully flirted with both of them. But Katrina was the woman Ichabod had always dreamed of, and he would stop at nothing to get what he wanted. Soon, all Ichabod could think about was Katrina. He couldn't resist her beauty, her charm, and her wealthy father's farm. Though Katrina had many suitors, surely, he thought, his manners and charm would win her heart. Not even Brom Bones could stop him. Ichabod knew it wouldn't be easy, but Katrina was worth winning. Katrina wrote a personal letter to Ichabod, inviting him to her father's annual Halloween party. It was a cold Halloween night. On the way to the party, Ichabod thought of how he might impress Katrina's father before asking her to be his wife. The party was a great success. Everyone in Sleepy Hollow was there, including Brom Bones, who was plotting to get Ichabod out of the way. Brom Bones stood before the crowd and told a grisly tale of a headless horseman who roamed the countryside in search of a human head. When Brom finished his nightmarish story, Ichabod felt his body chill. It was the very witching hour when Ichabod slowly headed home for that fateful Halloween night. The sky drew darker, and the writhing clouds obscured the moon from sight. The trees groaned against the howling wind. All Ichabod could think about was the strange tale he had heard that evening. And all of a sudden, there it was. The headless horseman appeared in all his gruesome glory, chasing Ichabod toward the bridge. The bridge! What did Brom say about crossing the bridge? Once you cross the bridge, the ghost's power ends. Ichabod made it safely across the bridge, but as he looked back, the headless horseman took off his fiery head, throwing it at lightning speed toward the terrified Ichabod. The next morning, no trace of Ichabod was found. People say the schoolmaster was spirited away by the phantom called the Headless Horseman. And to this day, his melancholy spirit haunts the tranquil village of Sleepy Hollow.